Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. This is our daily spiritual check-in. We need a place to go for spiritual nourishment and like an uplift and a burst of energy and enthusiasm, and I do my best here. So welcome, and I'm going to get into a few things. One thing I want to mention is that the MAGA cult is breaking up. And here's why. Because cult mind breaks when it comes to survival. Most people that are in cults, once the cult starts to show them massive disillusionment, that's when the brain kind of gets in disconnect mode, because all of a sudden the survival mechanism that all humans are wired for, all animals are wired for, kicks in. So it's kind of like if you say, I'm going to hold my breath and hold my breath and hold my breath and hold my breath, and you think that's really going to work if you want to just unalive yourself. You think it's going to work, but eventually, guess what? You're going to be forced. Your body's going to force you into taking that next breath, because it kicks into survival mode. That's just my way of sort of giving you an illustration of what happens to cult mind when it comes to, oh my God, I need to breathe. And in this case, oh my God, I need to eat and I need medical care. I don't want to die. I just think it's important to be aware of that. That when we think, because I've talked to a lot of people who are going, oh, well, my uncle's MAGA and he'll never change. And my sister's MAGA and she'll never, my brother's MAGA. When I hear people say that now, you know what my response is? No, they're not. Because what being all MAGA means now is not having health care and not having food and not having aid for your communities and not having a health department on the federal level that cares, and not having inexpensive or at least affordable groceries. It means all those things to be in the cult now. So my response to everybody that says to me, oh, but they'll never change, is they're changing. Because when it comes to survival, that goes to the top of the list of what's the most important thing, not Donald Trump. So with that, I'm going to go into Ernest Holmes. I also want to remind everybody that a lot of these massive distractions, the heinous things that Trump does on a regular basis, like moment to moment, one of the negative side effects is that all our attention is going to thinking about him, and our attention's not going to the local level. What are you doing for your local community politics? Something to really think about. I might go investigate or interview, find out more about the candidates running for office in my city here, because the elections are next week. I think I'm going to do that. Another thing I'm going to do, not really related to community politics, is I will make a video this afternoon, and it's going to be me doing a PNN show. Now that I'm saying it, I have to commit to it. Reading on the political scene while I carve my pumpkin. See, now I have to do it because I just told you. I'm going to record it and upload it. Okay, we are renewed daily. Oh, I like that. We are individualized centers in the consciousness of God. We are individualized activity in the action of God. We are eternal. Therefore, we do not have to wait for immortality. The resurrection of life is today. Living today as though we are immortal beings, we allow all thought of death, all fear of change to slip from us. We step out of the tomb of uncertainty and into the light of eternal day. The nighttime of our soul has passed, and the eternal light of everlasting day dawns as the great reality in our lives. Joyfully we are resurrected into that which is beautiful, enduring, and true. Silently we pass from less to more, from isolation to inclusion, from separation into oneness. Today, realizing that there is nothing in our past that can rise against us, nothing in our future that can menace the unfoldment of our experience, we declare that life will be an eternal adventure of greater and better experiences. We revel in the contemplation of the immeasurable future, the path of eternal progress, the everlastingness of our own being. So let's really think about progress, not going backwards. Let's regularly think about progress. America heals now and becomes better than ever before. That's progress. Guess what? All the framework has been laid already for America to return to being an abundant, prosperous nation that is a beacon for the world of a working, long-standing democracy. The foundation has already been laid for that. It'd be different, and we might feel a little more hopeless than we have been feeling at times, if we didn't have the infrastructure that's kept this country afloat and thriving for all these years. It would be different if it hadn't already been laid down, but it has been. I mentioned yesterday my 22 videos, 15 minutes each, of all the Biden-Harris achievements that the news never told you about. And all these corporations that have funded the wrecking ball to the east wing of the White House. I think it's time for us to get petitions going, to get a public campaign going, public awareness campaign going, and to shut them down, because you know what? If you all quit Amazon today, if all the American people quit Amazon today, you can bet that Mr. Bezos, multi-yacht owner, among many other things he owns, maybe he'd say something. Remember, after January 6th happened, all these corporate donors retracted their support for Donald Trump and the Republican Party. We cannot take our eye off the ball of what we have to work with. If we take our eye off the ball of what we have to work with, then the fascists have won, okay? There are millions and millions and millions more of us than there are of them. And I just want to offer this before I pull some cards. If you want to get a sense of what, say, for example, what $235 million is, this is what I've done. Go look at some documentaries or some videos about certain celebrities, like pick Johnny Depp, certain celebrities and how much they earn. Maybe Cher, maybe Oprah, like maybe Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt. Like, look up how much they earn. It doesn't even scratch the surface of how much Donald Trump is paying for this ballroom. But he's not paying for it. It's all these favors from our enemy countries. We will get our democracy back. I'm going to say that again, and I'm going to do a little exercise with you. We will get our democracy back. We're getting our democracy back. Check in with yourself and check that cynicism at the door. We are getting our democracy back. We will get our democracy back. We're in the process of getting our democracy back. How does that sit with you? It's an exercise to ask ourselves where that cynicism is. if you were fighting in Ukraine against Putin's insanity. I mean, no room for cynicism, right? 3 cards to guide us through today. So yeah, I've just committed to, I'll do a PNN while carving a pumpkin, and I will upload the video at some point today. Not doing the 7 p.m. Eastern Time live streams. It has freed me up to put my energy in the directions of things that I need to do to create more income. And know that when you donate, when you become a member, when you hit the thumbs up, when you leave a comment, a lovely comment, at least 7 words long, all those things help me a lot. So thank you. And our member psychic party, members only psychic party, will be Sunday, November 2nd. We're celebrating Day of the Dead. So please join. Our cards for today: turning inward, integration. I'm telling you, I've been reading lately on what happens with this government shutdown and this cutting off SNAP benefits. I do have a feeling that's growing that the MAGA Republicans are going to have to come back to work because of the pressure of their constituents. Turning in, integration is what made me think of that. They're going to have to do something. This doing nothing is not going to work for them. They will be, I mean, the natives will be very restless in their home states, and they will have hell to pay. So they're going to get a little bit scared and nervous, and they're going to start coming to the table. And, you know, when we turn in, we become exceedingly powerful about all that. Okay? So really think about getting still and projecting into our Washington, D.C. really strong and powerful vibrations to shake them up. Now, it's not lost on me how many guided meditations we've done on Thursday nights in which we raise the vibrational frequency energy that we mentally send to the Capitol building so high that the MAGAs just can't withstand it. And I laugh every time I see that the Democrats are the only ones that are seated on that one side of the House floor, of the Senate floor. It's just like, that's a manifestation of, you know, we don't see the Republicans there because the vibrational frequency is too high because we made it that way with our thoughts. Okay, I'll see you really soon. Once again, hit the thumbs up, become a member, and I'll see you in my next vid. Namaste. Be good to yourselves.